cause I ain't liking nothing. And I hit that. And I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so. But here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Flush to his right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not that pass.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of complete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right at midfield. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 16. Chiefs nothing.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. And that's caught inside the 35.
What you doing out there, boy?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 71 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
On for the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
For Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fire.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This will be caught just inside the 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Travis Kelsey.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dare Ogunbowale on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off at his own 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Well, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Andy Reid, never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking down. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. On the return, Ogunbowale. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Ogunbowale on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back in the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
Brady. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Ogunbowale. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Dare Ogunbowale on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He'll run it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
On the return, Ogunbowale. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Dare Ogunbowale.
The greatest show on
and
earth,
he'll
baby.
Bring it back all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
On play action, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. forced out to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At their 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Greg, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Complete.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So he's in for his third score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Now Brady on the bootleg. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a desperation throw. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the bootleg, Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now he steps away. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 28-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there.